Jane. Welcome to the Attract Capital webinar series. I'm here today with CEO and founder David Barnett.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to our Art of the Roll-Up Masterclass. Today we're talking about target focus. So Dave, before we get into the best types of lenders, what is a roll-up?
So a roll-up is a series of acquisitions where a company is trying to scale up, and it involves purchasing similar businesses that are smaller than the acquirer very rapidly and integrating them. And the theory of a roll-up is that you're assembling a larger company through acquiring smaller companies, and you're sort of making it bigger, and at the same time as you're making it bigger, you're making it better. And you're also arbitraging. You're buying companies, smaller companies at lower prices, and you're putting them all together, and theoretically you're able to get a much higher price. So that is a roll-up, and it's a very common strategy in the acquisition financing world.
Oh, that's fantastic. How many roll-ups have you been part of?
Too many. Very battle tested. I'd have to say 40 or 50 roll-ups over the last 30 years. I've been an entrepreneur leading a roll-up as a chief financial officer. I've been a lender to many roll-ups, and I've been an advisor to many roll-ups over the past 24 years. All different types of businesses: hospitals, outpatient, healthcare services companies, technology companies, manufacturing companies.
Thank you, that's really wonderful. So explain what target focus is and why it's important.
So target focus means, like, do you really know, do you have a laser-like focus on the type of business that you want to buy? Because target focus is destiny to roll up success. If you don't have strong conviction as to what you're going to buy, and if you don't adhere to that focus, then there's no point in doing a roll-up. Because when you put businesses that really don't belong together and don't fit together relatively easily, you're really not doing a roll-up. You're just buying more companies, and you're creating what I would call as really more of a pile-up of ill-fitting assets. So the targets have to be things that you can plug in to your existing platform, where you know that you have the operational resources to integrate them very well. And the integration occurs really before you even close the deal. The integration happens as you're planning the close and immediately after you make the close. So you really have to, it's not as much can it be financed, am I buying it at a low price? Is it a good fit? And as a result, you really have to know, you have to really be focused on the target and on the things that it's going to bring to the company to make sure that it will cohere with the entire group.
So then in your view, how do you establish target focus?
Well, I think it almost starts before you even get to the acquisition stage, Jane. I think it gets down to identifying your operational and integrational strengths as a business owner. You need to know, can you really absorb these businesses and make them part of the whole, or is it a completely different exercise, something you've never done before, which is going to bring a lot of risk into the equation? I think you also have to research the number of available targets that you have so that you can focus properly, because you might think that you want to buy very small companies only to realize that when you go to see what's out there in the market, that there's bigger companies available. And frankly, we see a lot of people bringing us roll-ups where they have really small companies that they're going to do, a deal a month, and they're going to do 10 or 12 deals a year. And that's just a tremendous amount of risk from an execution standpoint. Lenders really don't like high levels of risk with a roll-up. So you really want to look at the revenue that's available in terms of the targets, and you need to make sure that there's enough of those companies available for you. Inevitably, it means focusing on sourcing deals from multiple places. And you also want to be very open-minded about what you're paying for the deals, because a lot of times the best deals are going to cost you more, but you're going to get more. It's sort of like you get what you pay for. If you're paying more for a company that has better resources, where it's a better fit, and you know you can manage that integration more easily, then it's very much in your best interest to focus on that. And then I would say, in all deals, when you're trying to build up a pipeline, you need to give yourself time. So generally, these things take longer to execute. So I would say be patient, because it could take 18 months to kind of get your first deal done once you start.
Wow, thank you so much for that great information.
You're
Well,
welcome.
there you have it. Thank you for joining. We look forward to seeing you on the next Attract Capital webinar series.
Take care.